Have you ever looked around your home and suddenly realized how much of it feels heavy? Not physically, but emotionally, like the walls are filled with too many things from the past, quietly weighing you down? If you're over 70 and long for peace, clarity, and simplicity, you're not alone. Many older adults reach a stage where possessions stop bringing comfort and start creating quiet chaos, draining your time, energy, and peace of mind. Maybe you've noticed cleaning takes longer than it used to, or that certain rooms just feel crowded even when they're clean. The truth is, clutter doesn't just fill our shelves, it fills our minds too. Today, we're going to talk about 5 specific kinds of clutter that steal your peace and make your home feel heavier than it should. These may seem harmless, even sentimental, but letting them go could help you rediscover calm, comfort, and freedom inside your own home. So, if you've been meaning to declutter but don't know where to start, stay with me until the end. Because I'll not only show you what to remove, but also explain why this single step can transform how you feel every day, mentally, emotionally, and even physically. Let's begin your journey toward a lighter, more peaceful home. Item 1: Outdated paperwork and forgotten files. Let's start with something small, but mighty: old paperwork. Bills from decades ago. Expired warranties. Insurance forms that no longer matter. Tax files older than your last job. They don't look harmful, but every forgotten stack in a drawer or under a bed quietly adds mental clutter. You might walk past it every day and feel a tiny wave of guilt or stress, even if you can't explain why. That's the unseen cost of clutter. One of my friends, Charles, in his mid-70s, had boxes of business files from the 1990s sitting in his garage. He kept telling himself, "I might need these someday." But someday never came. One weekend, with a little help, he decided to go through it all. He shredded what didn't matter, kept the truly important papers, like his will, passport, and current policies, and released the rest. The next day, he said something I'll never forget: "It feels like I can breathe again." When you clear old paperwork, you're not just freeing a drawer, you're freeing your mind from the past. Here's a simple rule: anything older than 7 years, especially tax documents, can usually go, unless your accountant says otherwise. Keep only what's current, vital, and meaningful. A small folder of essentials is all most people ever need. The rest? Let it go. Item 2: Unused appliances and duplicate gadgets. Now, let's move to the kitchen, one of the easiest places for clutter to hide. Many seniors have cabinets full of forgotten appliances: 2 blenders, 3 toasters, a coffee maker that hasn't worked since 2005, or a slow cooker used once and tucked away forever. We tell ourselves, maybe I'll use it again, but most of the time, we don't. These unused machines quietly take over your kitchen, making it harder to cook, clean, and enjoy your space. Ask yourself, have I used this in the last year? Does this make my life easier? If not, it's time to say goodbye. I once met a lovely woman named Marjorie, now 82, who had 5 blenders, each missing a part. When her daughter came to visit, they decided to spend one Saturday sorting through them. By the end of the day, only one remained. The rest were either repaired, donated, or recycled. That evening, Marjorie looked around and said with a smile, "My kitchen feels 10 years younger." Removing duplicates and unused appliances does more than create space. It restores clarity. When you open a cabinet and see only the tools you actually use, your kitchen becomes a place of calm and confidence. Your home should serve you, not the other way around. Item 3: Overflowing wardrobes and unworn clothes. Now, let's talk about something almost everyone struggles with: clothes. Closets have a sneaky way of becoming time capsules. They hold on to the past, sizes that no longer fit, shoes that hurt your feet, jackets you haven't worn since the last wedding you attended. But every time you open that closet and face dozens of unworn outfits, it's not abundance you feel, it's fatigue. Simplifying your wardrobe is one of the most freeing things you can do. Lay everything out. Keep only what fits, feels comfortable, and makes you feel like you. The rest? Donate, gift, or let go. Frank, a retired engineer in his early 70s, once told me he found 3 identical sweaters in different corners of his closet, all forgotten. After sorting through everything, he discovered that he only ever wore about a dozen of his favorite pieces. Now, each morning, dressing is effortless. He opens his wardrobe, smiles, and feels at peace. Remember, you're not losing memories by giving away clothes from old times. You're simply creating space to live in the present. Item 4. Unnecessary furniture and bulky decor. Over the years, we gather furniture that once served a full house, but now only crowds our space. Big dining sets for family dinners that no longer happen, heavy display cabinets filled with dust, and old chairs that no one uses. As our lives change, our homes should change too. Walk slowly through each room and ask yourself, do I still use this? Does it make my life easier or harder? Is this room easy to move around in? If the answer is no, it's time to simplify. A woman named Susan, in her 70s, once told me her living room felt smaller than it used to. But when we looked around, it wasn't the room, it was the furniture. She decided to keep her favorite chair and coffee table, and donate the rest to her children and charity. When she finished, she said, "Now I actually enjoy sitting in my own home again. Fewer pieces mean more safety, less cleaning, and greater peace." Your home isn't a museum of the past, it's your sanctuary for the present. Item 5. Sentimental items without purpose. And finally, the hardest part, sentimental clutter. Old cards, faded photos, souvenirs, children's drawings, and gifts from long ago, they all hold stories. But when the boxes start to pile up, those memories stop feeling sweet and start feeling heavy. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing which memories truly live in your heart, and which ones can rest peacefully in the past. Gather everything in one place. Hold each item and ask, does this still bring me comfort? If yes, keep it somewhere visible and special. If not, take a photo, say thank you, and let it go. Howard, an 82-year-old retired teacher, once had an attic filled with his children's old school projects and letters. One day, with his daughter's help, he kept just a few precious things, and created a small, memory corner, in his living room. He said, "Now I see my memories every day instead of hiding them in boxes." That's the secret: cherish what matters most and release what no longer serves you. Take a deep breath and look around your home. What's really adding to your peace, and what's quietly taking it away? Decluttering after 70 isn't about giving up your past, it's about honoring your present and preparing for your future. Each item you release is one less thing weighing on your body and mind. Start small. Maybe it's a single drawer or one corner of a room. With each step, you'll feel lighter, calmer, and more in control of your space and your emotions. Your home should reflect who you are today, not who you were decades ago. And remember, every item you release is a gift, to yourself, to your loved ones, and to the peace you deserve. If this message resonated with you, share in the comments which category you plan to start with today. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more insights that help you live lighter, longer, and happier. You've earned a peaceful home. Let's make it happen, one gentle step at a time.